Welcome to Salt Lake City. What a wonderful moment this is. We are so happy to welcome you to this World Congress of Families 9. I greet you on behalf of everyone at the Sutherland Institute who are the co-hosts for this wonderful first Congress here in the United States. Everyone understands we're at a pivotal moment. And if Stan would leave the stage right now, he will come back just shortly. We know we are at a pivotal moment. All around the world, we know that. Marriage rates are now half of what they were in 1969 levels. Fewer people are getting married, and more are waiting longer to get married. Divorce rates are up 60% higher than in the 1960s. Nearly half of the 500 young people that Neil Clark Warren interviewed, he's the internet matchmaking service guru, he said of those 500 young people, less than half had ever observed a single happy marriage. In addition, there's a whirlpool of controversy and dispute around the world concerning both traditional marriage and the natural family. Even so, several years ago, Time magazine wrote a cover story that said, "Does marriage really matter?" They concluded, there is no single force causing as much measurable misery and human hardship as the collapse of marriage. Earlier this month, the Washington Post wrote, new research says states with the highest concentration of married couples experience more economic growth, less child poverty, more economic mobility than states where fewer adults are married, even after controlling for a wide variety of demographic and economic factors. What might be behind those limits? The researchers suggest that it's the effect of marriage on men, particularly younger, lower educated men. They believe that getting married and becoming a father, in that order, works. It motivates men to work more hours, to bargain for more money, and to make better strategic decisions about their life, such as drinking less, not quitting a job until they've got another one lined up, to improve their economic conditions. Throughout history and across civilizations, marriage and family have been the foundations of nations. We are here because we know that fact. And it's very significant that civilized societies have all treated marriage as a special institution and as a favored contract. Marriage is, by its very origin and its nature, a contract and a covenant rooted in natural law. The social science research is very clear and unequivocal. A married mom and dad conveys on their children significant educational and cultural advantages, as well as superior outcomes on every single measurable outcome imaginable over every single other household arrangements, and by very wide margins. Marriage is best for adults, but unlike the benefits for children that are the same for boys and girls, the benefits for the couples, for the adults in a marriage, are very gender specific. Women are safer in marriage. Women are 62% more likely to be abused by a live-in boyfriend than they are a husband. Married women are better off than their single counterparts in numerous ways, including financially, having better health, and experiencing greater well-being. Married men are healthier, they live longer. Married men have more stable employment, and they make higher earnings. They have greater wealth than single men. In fact, and this was one of the most surprising facts that I have ever discovered in research, marriage increases a man's income as much as a college education. Economists use a very revealing term, I think. It's called marriage premium, and that describes the benefits of marriage in financial terms. They document the fact that marriage is more than just an economic and emotional relationship. It's a partnership and a social safety net. The benefit is perhaps seen most clearly by looking at how the decline in marriage and the breakdown of family hits everybody's pocketbooks. There's a clear and inextricable link between the breakdown of marriage, the slowdown of economic growth, and the increasingly burdensome taxes that are required to finance the exorbitant growth in the need for social safety nets. And there's an unprecedented increase in dependency. That hits all of our pocketbooks. Economists and cultural analysts say that the financial cost of marital breakdown are incalculable. Let's just look at a few dimensions of that. It affects the dimensions and well-being of every single person in this room. Divorce, unwed childbearing, crime, drug abuse, school dropouts, domestic violence, child abuse, chronic illness, poverty, foster care, on and on, the list goes. But the costs are not just financial. The cost in human capital are exorbitant. Marriage is the social glue that binds people together. A healthy, caring family is where dialogue and compromise are learned. Marriage and the family are so important in people's financial and social and psychological well-being that my friend Michael Novak, who is a very famous philosopher and theologian here in the United States, declared, family is the very first Department of Health and Human Services. The comic book character from the 1930s, Popeye the Sailor Man, is still very popular on cartoons, on video, and YouTube. The series contains numerous Popeye moments. These are times when Popeye says, "I can't stand no more, I've had all I can stand." At that moment, he eats some spinach, he rolls up his biceps, and he goes to work to solve problems. I believe that we here at the World Congress of Families 9 stand at a Popeye moment. We're gathered here in Salt Lake City to figuratively eat our spinach, even in this beautiful hotel, and flex our biceps as we work together across our various cultural differences to create a world where positive messages about the value of family will prevail. If we reach the culture in a transformational manner, we will have a revitalizing impact on the next generation of world leaders. We are pleased to have at this Congress 500 of those future world leaders. They will be among us all week long. Through our work now and through them as they take our places of leadership, we will see the kind of future that we envision for our individual homelands and for the world. Now, let's officially open the World Congress of Families 9.